Namaskar. Hello everyone. Welcome you back to this one week faculty development program on scientific software. We are discussing about Microsoft Word. In the last session, we have started with the very fundamental things of Microsoft Word. That means how to do the initial formatting to start a document. So, and later on in the later part of the lecture, we have discussed about the math environment, how to insert an equation, how to write different symbols there. So now we are again going to discuss about few more operations we can do with the MS Word. That means how to do more scientific writing, like if we have more notations to insert in a document, how to do that. So we are going to discuss about that. So if we again go to the last lecture with what we have discussed, let me give you a brief summary of the mathematical thing what we have discussed in the last session. So we have discussed how to insert an equation. So I told you that all equal is the command to insert an equation. If we use all equal together, then the maths environment will be created. And after having the maths environment, every mathematical expression, every scientific expression we are going to write within the maths environment only. Then I told you how to write the fractions without using the mouse also. Like I told you that the space is going to work as the the command to execute the thing. So similarly, I told you the bracket. I told you that how the bracket is going to take different shapes, its actual shapes. Then I told you about the insert of different symbols. So here I show you how to write them, and I told you to take a screenshot of this. So here I'm giving different commands to write different symbols. So slash is the by using slash we can call some function, and space is to execute that. So then later on I told you about the how to write the exponents and subscripts. So this cap is basically used to write the exponents, and underscore is to write the subscripts. And I also told you how to write the Greek alphabets, like by giving slash and writing the name of the Greek alphabet, we are going to write the Greek alphabet by using the capital letter of the like capital letter, by writing the word start with the capital letter, then we will get the capital letter of the respective Greek letter, and with the small letter we are going to get a small Greek letter. Similarly, we can write scripted letters and factual letters. So now let me discuss about the matrix. So how can we write a matrix in MS Word? So here this part is very important, because see, so sometimes what we do whenever we need to write a matrix in MS Word, so simply what we do, we create a maths environment. This is a normal thing people do. So if we need to write a matrix, so first I need a bracket. So I can either use the small bracket or a close bracket. So let me use the close bracket here. So here, what the normal people do. So let me first tell the process to you. So after writing this, so we go to matrix. But see, in matrix, whenever we are clicking here, so the number of options are very limited here. So we can insert up to 3 by 3 matrix here. Sometimes if we need that a matrix of that much of size, so it's very easy. So simply by clicking that and inserting different elements in each empty cell, say right, I'm writing A here, B here, C here, D, like that. So we can fill the matrix. So like 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 7. So and if we come outside, so we are going to get a matrix of this form. But the problem will occur whenever we require a matrix of large size. So in that case, it is very difficult to draw a matrix, to write a matrix using this certain process. So because of that, so I'm going to give you a very useful trick to write a matrix in MS Word. So by again without using the mouse, what we can do, see simply what we can do, simply create the maths environment here. After creating the maths environment, since I need the small bracket or close bracket, so let me start the close bracket. So let me start the close bracket and end with the close bracket. Then the command is what, slash matrix. Can you see that? Slash matrix is the command to call a matrix. Then we need to start a small bracket. Okay. So this small bracket will not occur in the matrix, right? So whenever I give the small bracket, the slash matrix command itself becomes something like in dark dark square. So that is basically to like this is going to remove whenever we will complete the matrix. Now see, if we need to write the matrix A, B, C, then what we'll do A. Then first, basically, I will write the first row of that. Okay, so A is the first element. Then to write the next element of the first row, that means 1 to element. Then what we'll do? We'll simply use the and. Okay, so and is basically to write given space to that here. So B. Then I'll again write and C. Right. Then this is my first row. Now if we need to move to the next row, that means I need to change the row. Okay. If I move to the next row, the command is basically @. So by using @, we'll go to the next row. Similarly, D, I can again give space here. Then not exactly space and then five, three, sorry, three, and then 4, right? So I have written the second row. Now I need to write the third row. To move to the third row, again I will give and then I will write 5, then and 6 and 7. So and then finally I need to and with the close I need to close the small bracket here. These small brackets are not going to occur in the final matrix. See, in the final matrix here, in this case I was using the small bracket, but here I am using the large bracket. So here after writing this, come to the end of the large bracket and given space here to execute it. Can you see that this is the resulting matrix we have? And if we want to see the commands again, so what we can do, you can go to the equation bottom and you can see the conversion, the linear mode here. Okay, so this is the linear mode what I have written here. And if we want to see the professional mode, so this is the professional mode. What we need, what we want to show, like we want to take the printout. So we want to take the printout of this version. Similarly, if we want to write a bigger matrix, so this is a 4 by 5 matrix. So to write this matrix, what we can do, simply here I am using the close bracket here. So to write this one again, so you can see what is the command I have used here. See, the command is what? Initially I have started with the close brackets, then I have written slash matrix here, slash matrix here. Then I have written, I have started with the small bracket, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So these 5 elements will occur in the first row. Then whenever I am writing at the rate, then it will move to the jump to the next row, right? Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see that? So 1 up to 5. So this will be in the first row. 1 up to here, up to 4 up to 8. This will come in the second row. This will come in the second row. Similarly, 9 to 5, this will come in the third row. And finally, we have 5 to 7, this will again come in the fourth row. And all the rows are separated by the symbol @. Now, if we click space here, okay, space is not going to work here. So let me write the professional mode here, okay. Wait, so the professional mode will basically some mistake I did here. So the mistake is what I have actually got the initial command. So let me again write all those things again. Okay, so all those things again. So let me start from the beginning. So create a maths environment. Then let me give the bracket. Okay, let me give the bracket. Then I will write slash matrix. Then I will start with the small bracket. Then I will add everything whatever required. Then I will give and enter here. Can you see now? So this is the matrix whatever I get basically, right? So in this way you can define different types of matrix of different orders, right? And similar at the same time, if someone wants to write and determinant, so simply we need to change the symbol outside, right? So instead of the big bracket, so you can see what is the command we have used. So linear mode you can see. So instead of the big brackets, simply I need to give the determinant sign here to write the matrix, and remaining parts are same. And here also I am using the slash matrix command. Now sometimes like those people which are from maths or physics background or from the other engineering background, they know that sometimes we need to write the augmented matrix. So augmented matrix are basically involved with the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So that kind of matrix, if someone need to write that kind of matrix, so here this is the command to write a matrix which will look like this. All right, so slash matrix, see here if we write some elements. So if you write 1 here, 2 here, so it's going to take the elements here, or you can also write the elements. So here in between two matrices, I am giving a bar to distinguish between the elements. So if you need dots here, so instead of the bar, you can also use dots. So whatever form you require, my idea is like the main idea is to what? So to construct a matrix form. So slash matrix is the command to distinguish between the elements in the same row, and is the command, and to move to the next row, so address is the command. So by using these commands, we can generate a matrix of this form. Similarly, someone may need such kind of matrix whenever you are writing like, for example, if you are defining, solving some problem of like operation research. So for some optimization problem or assignment problem, so sometimes you need such kind of matrices. See how to write such kind of matrix. So simply by looking at the linear form, you can see that. So first I have defined a matrix here, then again I have defined a matrix here, then again I have defined a matrix here. So this is the final matrix, right? And all the matrices are separated by, so can you see the first matrix I am giving with red color, then 4 and 5 I am giving with blue color. Okay, then this is the main matrix I'm writing, and all the like black uh, square, they are of the command of slash matrix. Okay, they are nothing but slash matrix command. So after executing, they become black. Okay, so whenever we go to the professional mode of that, so we can see this certain form, and you can see some additional box here. But whenever we take the printout of the printout of this document, or if we convert this document to PDF, then this cell, whatever you are getting with dotted lines, so this will be removed automatically. So this is the main idea of matrix. So if we need more concept on this, again you can go through the video from the beginning. So this is how we can define it. Now next one is multiple aligned equation. That means if sometime we need to write the system of equations. So whenever we are writing system of equation, most of the time people do mistake what they started. Like the main idea is what, the equal sign must come with like just below the above, right? So they come in the same line. The equal signs should come in the same line. And to write that, so what we'll do normally whenever we're writing a system equation, like here, if we write the same equation without using the uh, this certain command. So let me show you how they will appear. Right, I am writing twice x plus thrice y equal to 5. So this is the first equation I have written. Then I need to write x plus y equal to 7. Can you see that? These two are the equations I have written as a system of equation now. But whenever I'm writing them, so it's not looking like a system of equation, because the equation symbol, they are not in the same line. So in such situations, what we'll do, we need to follow a certain process to write a system equation. This is not the exact way to do that. So what we'll simply do, we'll simply use this command. So let me show you again. So let I'm writing slash. So can you see eq array? So this is the command eq array. This is the command to execute a system of equation. Okay, and now we are using address to separate the equation and n to separate the aligned and white spaces. Okay, so this is how we are writing it. Can you see that? So here first, again I have started this executed. So this certain command, execute this command. So I will start with the bracket. So whatever I need to write within this system equation, I have to write within the small bracket only. So now see, first I will start from 2. Then see, these x and x have to come in the also need to come in the same line. So there, because of that, before x, I need to give an and symbol. Okay, since all both the x should come in the same line, so before x I am giving and, then plus, and see here before 3 I need to, like, if I have some number here, so that number also need to come in the same line. So here in this case I will again give an n, like here I am giving 10, okay, 20, you can say 20. Then let I am again, I also need all the y in the same line, so I will give and then y, right? Then equal, you can give, right? After writing y in the same line, so obviously equal will also come in the same line. So because of that, you need not to give any like command to make all the equal lines equal. So after that equal also, so next, uh, whatever we have digit or some symbol, they will also obviously going to come in the same line, so we need not to give any command for that. That's 60. Now this is my first equation, whatever I have written, twice x plus 20y equal to 60. Now I need to write the next equation. To write the next equation, I will go to the command is and. So this and at the rate, sorry, the command is at the rate. So these two symbols are same as matrix also. In matrix, to separate the elements, so what I did, and is the command to separate the elements, and add was the command to move to the next row. So here, to move to the next equation, what we'll do, we'll use the command. So similarly, I need all the x in the same line. Before that, let me write like 35, 36. Then all the x should be in the same line. So and x, let me give minus here. Then all the numbers, like here I am giving minus 2. Okay, let n and 2, right, and 2 and y, because y also need to come in the same line. Can you see that? Equal to 0. Okay, and if we execute this, okay, wait. So here I forgot to close the bracket. So after closing the bracket, execute this. Can you see the expression? So here, see, all the x will come in the same line, all the y comes in the same line. So whenever we have all the y in the same line, automatically the right hand side will also come in the same line. So if we need to write some again more, like few more variables in the right hand side also, then what we'll again do, we'll again do the same process. Whatever we require in the same line, we'll write n before that. Okay, so that is how we can write multiple aligned equations or system, any types of system of equation. So this is about the matrix and system of equation. Hope you are getting this. Now, see, whenever we are talking about the like whenever we are writing a research paper or a manuscript, like we are going to submit a thesis or any project report. So in that case, most of the time we need to insert the references. So basically, what has to write the reference, different authors follows different journals, and universities follow different reference style. I'm not going to discuss about any reference style. So if you're interested, like there are different MLA, APA, so different reference styles are there. So you can go through like any, like Google it, and you will get all the informations how to write them. So, but my intention is what, how to write the reference easily. So sometimes what happens whenever we are writing a document, so let I am using a random document. So this is a document I have created. I forgot to save in the last class. So again, let me write and create a document here. So equal rand was the command. So like 10 paragraph I am giving with 4 lines. Okay, then enter. So I am going to get 10, okay, times mu1 I'm giving, then justified, control J is the command just to make it justify, or you can click here. See, this is something what I have written. Okay, now assume that after writing this, so I have some references. Let I have some references, and for that let me again create some reference random text. Let me construct uh, rend let I need 5 references with one line. Okay, so 5 breakup I have created in one line. That means I am getting 5 references. You can say. So this is these are the 5 references we have. Now, if we number them, okay, if we number them like we have the number there, assume that they are my references. They are my references, and whenever we number them, okay, and if we insert, assume that I am referring the citation 5, 2 here, 3 here, okay. Sometimes we use this bracket to close bracket to cite the references. See, I'm giving 3 here. Let I'm giving 4 here. Okay, I'm citing them somewhere in the text. Let I'm assume that I'm citing them somewhere in the text. Now, what happens sometimes? Right? See, after completing the entire document, I remember that I have missed something in the document. I actually forgot to insert a document. I insert a reference. And I have noticed that based on the formatting, whatever the institute or journal given to me, I need to insert it in the second place. Okay, I need to insert in the second place. Okay, now in that case, what happened? So initially, this was my reference tree. Okay, wait, something is happening. This should not happen. Wait, something is happening with my document. This should not. Like if I'm writing something, wait, what is happening in this? Why the same line? Yeah, the same line is you are clicking online video. Okay, so this is maybe like I'm running the OBS and the Microsoft Word in my system. So because of that, but this is not going to happen in general. See, so now this is changing. That is become 6. But anyway. So whenever we are inserting some new reference here, so the original number 3 now become number 4. So this was my number 3 here. So in that case, I also need to change this number, like this reference now will become 4. Okay, and whenever I have 4 here, okay, the fourth reference will become the fifth reference now. So I also need to change the fourth reference. Now, whenever we actually insert them manually, okay, whenever we insert them manually, so for a long document it's very become difficult for us to change each and every reference every time, each and every citation every time. So if they become like they change automatically, then it will be easier for us to write the document. So now here I will give you an idea how to do that. And to do that, actually we have different process, but let me tell you an easy process by which I can do it more easily. So for that, so I'll recommend what I'll recommend to you to write all the references whatever you have here in the form of this. Like here I did. So write everything here, whatever you have. Let me remove one paragraph such that I can show you everything on the same page. Okay. So yes, let me. Okay. So now normally references are written with the close numbering, okay, like this. So let I have six references. So what we'll do whenever I'm going to cite them, I'm not going to write the numbers manually. So if we write the numbers manually, so then what basically happen? So whenever we are inserting a new references, the citation also we need to change them manually. So, but instead of writing the numbers manually, what I will do will simply go to, since assume that I need to cite the number 4 here, okay, as the fourth reference here, then what will simply do, I will go to reference, then I will go to like here. The cross reference, can you see that? I will go to cross reference. Can you see that? Assume that I need to insert beside the fourth one, fourth reference. So go to fourth. Here it will be paragraph number. Okay. Then click insert. Can you see that the 4 has come automatically? Similarly, if I need to write site number 3, third reference here, click here. Again, let me tell you the process. Click here, go to reference, then go to cross reference. Can you see cross reference here? Cross reference. Then some new window will be open like this. Okay, so here click number 3. Okay, choose paragraph numbering here. Sometimes this may be page numbering also. You need to choose paragraph numbering. So then you can click insert. So automatically the reference will come here, the citation number will come here, and if we are going to change, the references, okay, again, see, this is the third reference. Third reference is basically what? Let me color with some, like, with some, write them with some color, so it will be easy for you to get it. So this is the third reference, and this is the fourth reference I have. This is the fourth reference I have. Now, but whenever we are inserting a new reference here, can you see that? I am writing a new reference here. Then the third reference is actually, can you see that? The third reference has become the fourth reference, and the fourth reference is actually become the fifth reference. Now, to change them automatically, that means we need to update the document. So, to update the document, what we can do, we simply can select the entire document by clicking Ctrl and A. Then I need to click F9. So there is an F9 button in the keyboard. So I need to click F9. Can you see? After clicking F9, the number 3 automatically become. Can you see that? Earlier this was 3. What? Whenever I'm clicking F9, so all the like entire document will be updated now. It is taking the update automatically. Okay. Similarly, the fourth number is becoming now fifth. Now, whenever I'm clicking F9 in some system, this will be work as function F9. Huh? So if F9 is not working in your system, so you can click function and F9 together. Then the command will be executed. And I think this is the easiest process to write the references. You need to write the references manually by yourself, all the references manually in the given format. So after that, you can cite all the references by using the process I told you. Let me again tell the process to you, the final time, let me tell you. So you need to go to let I need to cite number 6 here. So I will click here, go to reference, then I will go to cross reference, then I will select number 6. Okay, I will select paragraph number here, then insert. So this number will create automatically. Okay, and this is the process how can we basically insert the reference. Now, after having, like, I will come to here, okay, equation, like equation with equation numbering and equation with equation number section wise, I will come to here later on. So then let me tell you how to give the table numbers now. See, table numbering is also very important because sometimes what happen whenever we are writing a thesis, we have numbers of tables, and later on we remember that we forgotten tables in the very beginning of the document, and if we insert a new table, all the letter number table numbers we need to change. To avoid that, again we can do this process also automatically. So to do that, let me tell you the process. So let the name, I have created a table, and let uh, this is the table name, the list of students, that I'm giving the table name as list of students. Now what I need to do, how to write the tables, actually table, right? The numbering, how to do the numbering here. Don't write table 1 or 1.1 automatically. Okay, don't write like that. If we do like this, so it will be difficult for you to cite the table in the main text. Or if we are inserting a new table, then the table number is not automatically going to change. So instead of writing the table numbering, giving the table numbering manually, so follow a certain process. Now see, to insert a table name. So what we'll do, simply go to the same process we will follow. Simply click here, go to reference, then go to insert caption now. Okay, we need to go to insert caption. So in insert caption, what we'll get, some labeling. Can you see some label? You can see here. Okay, in label you will get equation, then we have figure and table. Since we are going to name or label a table, so I will click the table here. Okay, then by clicking here we can see if we need to write as table 1, then this option should be blank. Otherwise, simply if we need 1 2 only, then we need to exclude the table term, like the word table. So I can click here, but since I'm writing the table 1 table 2, so I have to write table 1. So by clicking here, I will, the table 1 will come automatically come. Now the thing is what, so the text whatever I'm writing here, they are not taking, the standard form of the entire document. So if you need to change them, right, if you need to insert the table numbering with the default format, so you can do necessary changes here also if you require. Otherwise you can manually also change them, like what I discussed in the last class. So if I need the table 1 in the same format as this, so what we can do, I can click here, I can go to home, I can click here, okay, format painter, and I can select this. So the entire text is going to take the original form. But we can also do this whenever we are inserting the labeling, we can also do that by going to reference, then insert caption. See, then we have numbering. Okay, we have different numbering system also. So we have like auto captions also. We can do different types of changes here. Also, now one more thing, if someone requires section wise numbering, can you see, like in some document we have the table numbering as 1.1 2.1 2.3 like that. So to insert a table numbering like that, so please consider, again go to insert caption. Now see here, I need to give table, then new labeling, or new, not new labeling, then you need to put numbering. If you need the section wise numbering, so insert chapter number. Like if I need 1.1 2.1, so how, from where the chapter numbers are going to take? The chapter number means if we write 1.1, the first number is basically I'm here mentioning as the chapter number. If that is considering from the heading 1, so I will choose heading 1. If that has to be considered from the heading 2, I will choose heading 2 like that. And if in between I need a hyphen, I can choose hyphen, or if I need a dot, so I can choose a period like that. So then after clicking this, see, the table number will that generate automatically. And see, whenever I did the changes for here in the new table, the earlier table number also changes accordingly. So in the same document, so that means if I need to make any changes in the number formatting also, so we need not to do changes in each and every table numbering. Similarly, if I need the formatting, same formatting here, again go to here or select this. So it will take the original form. Now see, if I need to cite them, the table somewhere within the text. So let me write a random paragraph here, and in between them, let me write, let me cite the table. Okay, let me cite the table. Then what we'll simply do, let here I need to write table 1. Okay, I need to cite the table 1. Then how can you cite that? So see, again the problem is like the earlier, like whenever we change writing the citing the references, see, whenever the reference number is changing, the table numbers also need to change, reference number was also to change. Now here in this case, whenever we are inserting a new table, okay, new table, so the table numbers need to cite accordingly in the main text. So if someone write like this, table 1.1 in the main text, and if you later on if you are inserting a new table above that, so this number you need to change automatically, sorry, manually. To now to avoid that, instead of writing or instead of citing the table numbers manually. So what we'll do, simply I will click here wherever I need to cite the table number. I will go to reference and then I will go to cross reference. Can you see that? I will go to cross reference. Now here see in numbered item. So whenever I need to cite the reference, I have actually go to numbered item. Now since I need to cite the table, so here I will select for table. See, I have two tables here. Okay, so I will let me consider I need to cite the table 1.1. So I will click on table 1.1. Then I only need table 1.1 only, not the entire name of that. I don't need table 1.1 list of student. I only need what? Table 1.1. To get that, what I will only do? Only label and number. Can you see that? Select only label and number, then click insert. Can you see that? The table 1.1 will come automatically. Now, if sometime I need to change it, okay, I need to insert a new table. So let I again need to insert a new table. Okay, I have inserted a new table, like something I have inserted. So after inserting a new table, this number has automatically changed. But this is not changed automatically. Now to change the numbering, what will again do? I will again select the entire document. As I told you earlier, to update the document, simply I need to the press the sorry. I need to press the F9. Okay. So simply press Control A F9 to update entire table. Okay. Update. Wait. So whenever I was inserting the new table here, since I have just click here and insert table 1.1, that because of that the problem is creating. So normally we are not doing that. Whenever I need to insert a new table, so let me insert a new table here above this. So this is my new table. Okay, this is my new table. So now I need to update it accordingly. So Control A and press F9 and then do this. Can you see that this is going to change? This table 1.1 automatically become table 1.2, and we need not to do like this update thing again and again every time, right? So after writing the entire document, whenever like we can do every possible changes whenever I think the document, and end of the document whenever I need the final version of that, you can do what? You can update the entire document once to update everything, whether this is reference number or this is table number. And similarly we can also do the numbering for figures. Okay, so in case of figures, so in the last class I have some like I have seen some figure here, but I thought like I don't know, I maybe deleted that. Okay, fine. So similarly, if you have some, yeah, I have. Okay, if I need to number this figure, okay, number this figure, then what we can do? So see, in the same process, the process is same as the table numbering. So what we can do, we can go to insert caption. Now instead of table, now we will choose figure. Okay, so if I need section wise figure number, then we will go numbering, then include numbering, then I will select period. If I need the numbering from the heading one, then I will click like this. So figure 1.1. So figure 1.1 flower. Okay, figure 1.1 flower. And the entire process, like if I need to cite them within the text, so that part will also change automatically. So the process of numbering a figure or a table is same as I shown you right now. So or instead of table and figures, so if we need a new labeling somewhere, sometime we may require. Okay, so I can also create some new labeling, right? If I let's assume I need to create a labeling like Dimpal. Okay, so Dimple. So now see Dimple one. So I need to write. I have to label something as Dimple one, Dimple two. So then it will automatically create as sorry, not here. So somewhere if I need to write Dimple one. So I or anything else like any labeling you can say. So Dimple one. So yeah, Dimple one will come here. So if I need to now delete it, okay, it's just if I need to delete the labeling, so you can also delete the earlier labeling whatever we have created by clicking on delete label. So this is how we can do the numbering on figures and tables. I have also told you how to cite them. Okay, so since I cut the earlier tables, because of that these errors are coming, so you need not to worry about that. Okay, so now let me tell you how to insert table of contents. Asa, before like discussing about table of content, one more thing I have actually left from the last session, that how to give the section number. Okay, I told you in the last session that I am going to discuss about those things in this session. See, can you see this? This is 1, this is 1.1, this is 1.2, this is 1.2.1. So I'm not entering them manually. Okay, I'm entering manually here. Okay, so now what we can do, let me show you the actual process. How can we do the sectionalized division? What is the process of starting a document with different sections, right? Assume that this is the introduction. This is the introduction, and introduction have to be section wise, section heading 1, right? So whenever I have written introduction, after writing introduction, click here, and can you see here in the home bottom? So here you can see different types of the headings here. So since introduction should be heading 1, so you can choose heading 1 here. Okay, or otherwise you can also change the formatting of this heading, like you can modify. See here, whenever you click here, this is taking different formats. So if we need different formats here, you can also do the modifications accordingly. So what is the font you require, what is the color you require, right? Do you require bold, or what is the spacing you require? Every changes you can do here. So I'm considering default format for your understanding. So here I'm considering heading 1, right? So initially I'm not going to number anything. Okay, like assume that under heading 1, so I'm writing a subheading, subheading 1 or subheading 2, okay, or subheading 1. So under this introduction I need a subheading of that. So since this is the heading 1, so this heading will be what? Heading 2. Okay, this should be heading 2, and accordingly, like the heading 1, you can also do the necessary changes in the formatting of heading 2 also. And assume that this is my heading 3, so subheading subheading 2. Okay, subheading 2, and assume that this is a subheading of the subheading 1. Okay, or you can say subheading, subheading 1. Okay, let me name this as subheading 1. So it will be, this should be of heading 3. Now see, whenever we need to number them, okay, we are not going to do anything like we need not write 1 here, 1.1 here, 1.1.1 here. Simply what we do, we'll click here, we'll go to this numbering, okay, different level numbering, and we'll choose this one. Can you see, just by clicking here, all the heading and subheadings are taking its own form. Now, after some time, if I need to insert a new heading within that, right? New subheading, assume that new subheading. So, assume that subheading 2, I forgot something and I have inserted a new subheading here within under the introduction. Then it's becoming again heading 2, right? So it's heading 2. Can you see? After clicking here, this is becoming 1.2. But more interestingly, this is also becoming 1.2.1. Earlier, this was 1.1.1, but when we define this as subheading, and since this is coming under this subheading, so it will, the number has automatically changes as 1.2.1. Similarly, whatever you require, whenever you require some heading, right here, I'm writing the next heading, method. method. So this should be my first types of heading, heading 1. So it's automatically taking heading 2, like number 2. Okay, if I need to insert something here, right, I just forgot that I need to later on I remember that I need to insert a new heading here, right, result. Assume the result I am inserting here. Okay, so then later on I remember that, oh, this should be the heading 1. See, whenever I made this as heading 1, so this was 2, so automatically this will become 2.1. Can you see that? Or in that case, actually, this should be the subheading 1. So you can also make subheading 2.1. Can you see that? So all the changes are basically become automatically. We are not doing any changes on the numbering. So, but the thing is what, whenever you are writing a document from the very initial stage, you need to follow the process. So whatever process we have discussed in the last class and today also, in this session also, the last session and in this session also. So what we need to do? We need to follow the certain process and we need to try to avoid to insert the things manually. Okay, in most of the time, what we do, we simply write one here, 1.1 here. So if we do like that, so the things are not going to change automatically. And whenever we're writing a thesis of of multiple pages, like it's a of huge size, so it's going to create some problem to make the process easier. Okay, so these are the things. Now after having this, see what is the advantage of doing that. What is the advantage of doing that? See, advantage is what? So if we do that, after completing the entire thesis, if I need to write the table of content, so writing table of content is again a very challenging work, because see, so end of the day, right, before submit, you are writing the entire thesis, you have written the entire thesis, you are writing the table of content also, but before submitting it, you remember that you missed something in the very initial pages of the thesis, and you need to type them, you need to write them, and whenever you are inserting some new things, all the page numbers are going to change, right? So in that case, can you imagine the situation, all the page numbers in the table of content you need to change manually? So this is not that very easy task. Now to avoid that, what we can do, if you write the entire thesis by the process what I told you, that means if you insert the heading subheading the process whatever I told you, so after writing that, simply click on the place where you need to insert a table of content. Click there, assume that I need to insert a table of content here. Okay, then I will go to reference. Okay, I need to go to reference, and here can you see table of content? Okay, click here, table of content, and choose whatever format you require. You can define your custom format also, like customize your design. Okay, assume that I need this one, so by clicking this, can you see, this is how the table of content we can form very easily. So if we have a big thesis also, in fractions of second, by clicking here, okay, you can develop the table of content, and later on if we change them, right, initially assume that this is my subheading 1, but later on I found that I need to insert that randomly. I'm writing anything, right? So I need to insert a new heading here, whatever I did. So this will be my heading 2. Now all the number will become what, 2.1, 2.2, like that. So in that case also, after writing that, simply select all. As I told you, update the document F9 or function F9, update entire table. See, after including the table of content, so it's not going to update automatically. This new window will appear. So you need to choose update entire table. Okay, okay. See, can you see? Everything is changing automatically. So this is how basically we are going to insert table of content. Okay, so and this is how we are basically need to define the heading and subheadings. Hopefully this is now clear to you all. Now, now let me come to the last part. Similarly, like the table of content, we can also insert list of figures and list of tables. Okay, to insert list of tables and list of figures, this is same as earlier. Here I have not included any table or figure, so that's why I need to move to the next document. So if I need to insert table of, right, assume that I need to insert table of list of tables here. So in a thesis, we normally need to write list of tables, list of figures. So what we'll do, I will click on the place where I need to insert a list of table. I will click there. I will go to reference and see here I have insert table of figure. Click here. If I need to insert list of tables, choose table. Okay. Then okay. See, see. Just wait for me. Since already I have written table of list of table here, that's why this is not appearing. So let me first remove this from here. Okay, remove this from here, and list of figure also remove. Let me remove from here. Okay, now if we need to insert it, let I am inserting here, or anywhere you can insert. So wherever you require, you can insert. If you need to insert table of list list of table here, click here, go there, table, choose table, click OK. So wait, it's not deleting properly. Just wait for a minute. Just wait for a minute. Let me check whether okay, it's not properly deleted. So if it's not properly deleted, after pressing F9, it will come automatically. Okay. So yeah, now this is properly deleted. Now you can click here. Okay. Go to insert table of figures. So click here. Now okay. See, this list of table will come automatically. Similarly, so if we need to insert the list of figures, again click on the place wherever you require the list of figures, go to the reference, then list of figures, then here you need to choose the figures, okay, and then click OK. So like all those tables, like all those figures and all those tables, they will come automatically here. And if we insert new tables, and if the table numbers, like number of the tables, the page number of table, if they are going to change, they will also change automatically if we insert the table numbering or figure numbering in this certain process. So this is basically the process how to insert list of tables and list of figures and the table of content also. All right. Now come to the final part of my lecture. So actually, I have skipped this. So for like, because this is an important one, and most of the time this is not for all basically. So this is only for the like mathematics people. So those who have very less numbers of equations in their manuscript or thesis, so they need not to follow this. If someone is writing like huge numbers of equations, like in some reports or some thesis, you have huge numbers of equations you need to write, then only I will recommend you to insert the equations like this. Otherwise, to write an equation, whatever process I told you, like here, so you can follow this one. Okay, now if we have huge numbers of equations you need to write in a in your thesis, then what you can do? Okay, so then in that case we are not going to write the equations in the normal way. Okay, so what we'll do, normally what we'll do, we simply write the equation number. So y equal to mx plus c, okay, is an equation number we have. And then we need also here one more thing, this is here we need to give the equation numbering also, and equation number is also going to play some very vital role. If you have huge numbers of equations, so the equation numbering, if we insert a new equation like earlier of like many equations, then all the equation numbers that you have written letter of that equation, they are going to change. And this is a very challenging situation we have whenever, like the math people can imagine the situation, if you are writing a big thesis or big report. So to avoid such kind of situation, what we can do? Okay, now I'm going to tell you a process by which the equation numbering are going to change automatically. Okay, so they are going to change automatically. You need not to bother about the numbers, equation numbers to change after writing the document. So what we will do, let me tell you the process. So here, if so here uh, I will tell you few process, and you need to follow this process for once in your system. Okay, so you need to do something and you need to save some certain setting here. Okay, please follow what I am going to tell, and please do accordingly in your system. So if you do once in your system, then you need to repeat the process again and again. So first, what we'll do, insert table of order 3 by 1. Okay, insert a table with 1 row and 3 columns, and make the table like this. That means I need very less space in this part and this part, and you can also make it bigger. Okay, you can make it bigger, or you can do what, click here, auto fit to the window. Acha, this is the window size is taking. Acha, okay, fine. So let me remove this, let me delete this table. Okay, so what we need to do, we now what we did, we need to like construct a table of 1 row and 3 column. Okay, 1 row and 3 column. So now here in this case, so I will make the first column and the last column quite smaller than the middle one. Then the middle one, what we'll do, we'll simply create a maths environment, all equal. Okay, sorry, all equal, yes. To create a maths environment, we created that. Then I'll like align this to the left side, not in the justified mode. So to align to the left side, in the last I told you that the command is Control L, left side, so Control L. So Control L. Can you see that? That means in my entire document, I will start the equation from here. If we need to start the equation from here, you can do the necessary changes with the table, right? Okay, so in the entire document I'm talking about, not in a certain document. Okay, so not in a certain equation, not a certain equation, I'm talking about the entire equation, the entire document. So normally the equations are not written from the very beginning of the line. We are like leaving some space here. Okay, the space will be adjusted accordingly by the first row. So you can adjust the first column, so you can adjust the first column accordingly. Then see, this is remove the bold here, and whatever format you require, right? Normally we are considering like this is a default format the equations are taking. Okay, the formatting, the text size you can choose. All right. Now here I am actually going to write the equation numbering. Okay. Now to call the equation numbering, what we'll do? Click outside. Click outside. So go to reference, insert caption. Okay, here labeling should be equation. Now here whenever I'm writing equation numbering, and we are not writing equation 1, equation 2 like that, we are simply writing 1, 2 like that, right? So we need to exclude the label, right? Exclude it. Okay, so then I need to give here we can't use the brackets, so press OK. Fine. So press OK. Then make it black, 12 font size, Time New Roman. Fine. Fine. Select it, cut it. Then here what we need to do, I need to write them within the bracket. Equation number within the bracket. Okay. So write that number, paste the number. I'm not writing 1 there. So whatever I have copied from here, I am simply pasting here. So Control V, pasting here. close the bracket, okay, and select the entire table, make it black, okay, and do whatever formatting you require, times new roman you can write, okay. Then what you do, you go to table design, okay. Then border, we need to remove the border, so no border. Can you see that? No border. Basically this is a thing we have created, the table we have created where we are going to write the equations. All right, we are going to write the equations. Here I need to, like, after selecting this, like, click on this plus, okay. After clicking on this plus, you need to, like, in some system there will be like quick parts, okay. So there will be like a option called quick part. So here in my system, so the quick part is not coming. Because of that, it become difficult for me to search for this one. So select here, okay. So can you see here, save selected as quick part. So basically I need to select this table as a quick part, so I'm going to save this. So let me name this with some name, right? So equation numbering, equation numbering, equation numbering. ठीक है sir? So in equation numbering, after clicking equation numbering, we'll simply click OK. See, whenever I have saved this one, so later on what we did. So if we do this process, so you need not to repeat this process again and again. You simply do this step once in your system. Then what you can do, see, whenever we are clicking here, can you see some equation numbering present here? So the equation number we have saved this. Okay. So now you can also also uh, uh, so you can do what? So whenever you need to write a new equation somewhere in the document, let I am writing something here, then I need to write an equation number. So here also I can write the equation y equal to mx plus c, mx plus c. Now then I need to insert a new equation. I will go to there and I will click there. Yes, then this will appear. Then I need to write sin x equal to sin theta equal to sin theta equal to sin theta equal to p by h. Okay, right there we can write anything, whatever I require. See the numbering, they are changing automatically. Can you see that? This was 1, this is 2. Again, if I need to insert an equation somewhere in the text, so what we'll do, we'll again call the, like, go to here. I'll click there. So this is automatically come, and after clicking here, so I can write g equal to, like, something I'm writing here. But an interesting thing is whatever I'm writing, whenever I'm calling the equation numbering is changing automatically. Can you see that? So this is the process by which I can insert the equation. Now sometime what I need, I also need the equation number as section. The entire process is same. Entire process is same. But whenever we are inserting the equation number, I need to construct a table. I need to construct a table. Here I'm going to show you how we can give the section wise numbering. So construct table, then alt equal, make the left alignment, control L. Then what we'll do, simply click here. Okay, not click here, click outside, go to reference, then insert caption. Don't need equation numbering, but here this time I need the section wise numbering. So go to numbering. I need, see, chapter number, again same as how we have inserted a section numbering in the table and figures. So there I am considering from heading 1, I need dot. So okay, it will become as 1.5. So select from here, like, give bracket here, paste here, and then select here, do the necessary formatting, times new roman, then they should not be bold. Okay, so the normal font, right, that is what I'm talking about. Then select this, then choose table design. So then you can uh, select no border, or instead of go to table design, we have one more option here. Can you see this? So here also, from here also we can, like, table settings are coming. So no border you can choose. Then you can go to insert. After going to insert, you can go to the quick gallery. So again you can save this as quick gallery. So you can save this as save. Sorry, not save. Equation number which section so you can give any number whatever like you like to give. Okay, section number, equation number with section. Now whenever you are writing something, and if we give the numbering like the section numbering, now again go to there. Now here, see, this is the name, equation number with section number. Now if you click here, can you see that the equation numbers are automatically coming with section number. Now see, we have saved this thing for this single document only. But if we go to another document also, now if we need to insert that, okay, insert those things. Now again going to insert which part, can you see? This is coming automatically. So everything will come if we save once, so it will come automatically in entire document. So this is how basically we need to write equations and equations with equation numbers, and whenever you need to cite them, right here I'm writing from equation from equation like 1.4. Okay, if you want to write from equation 1.4, how we'll cite that? So to cite them, again the process is same. Go to reference, we'll cross reference. Now here we need to cite an equation. Now in this case, equation, enter caption, so insert. Can you see? From equation 1.1. So the insert, whenever we need to refer something, we'll go to reference, then cross reference, then we'll select the required thing. If we need to refer a site and table, we'll select table. If we need to select a figure, we'll click figure. If we need to cite an equation, we'll click on equation, and then we'll click there. So later on, if we change the equation numbering, okay, since I have cited click on equation 1.1, that's why equation 1.1 coming. Now let me consider equation 1.5. So equation 1.5 will come in this case. Now later on we found that I need to insert one more table here. Okay, I need to insert one more table within somewhere. So in that case, this 1.5 will become 1.6. So insert a new equation numbering. So this should be 1.6. So to make the changes, again control A F9. So if we do the necessary, do this, see, the entire numbering will be changed automatically. You need not to do any manual changes on equation numbering also. So this is the process by which we can change the equation numbering very easily. And finally, let me tell you one more, like almost I think everyone knows, so provide a hyperlink. So we know how to give the hyperlink to any document. So by, if we need to give some hyperlink here, select here, right click, and here you get some option of hyperlink or link. Can you see that link here? And from where, if you need to link from anywhere, okay, if I need to link this one, okay, so then this will be linked. And if you make it PDF, then by clicking here, you are going to get and the respective document. Or in Word also, by clicking control, and then if we click here, okay, the required document will be open. So this is the document I have actually linked with the term. So this is overall the entire thing. Oh, one more thing. So actually I promised you that I will tell you about this thing also in the last class. So what is the why the navigation panel will work? So see, navigation panel is going to play some very vital role whenever you are creating a huge document like a thesis, okay, PhD thesis or master's thesis also. So, and whenever you are writing the entire document, like whatever I told you, like by choosing the heading one, heading two, like that. So if we write like this, then only this navigation plan will work properly. So if we select the navigation plan, can you see? So entire things are coming. So this is my heading 1, heading 1.1, heading 1.2. Can you see? Similarly, in the earlier document also, okay, if I go to view and if we click the navigation plan, see, this is coming. Now, after having this, by clicking this result, I will get the result part. To method, I can go to method directly. To introduction, by clicking on introduction, I can go on introduction, and this is basically the advantage. If we have an bigger, like huge document we have prepared, then this process is certainly definitely going to help you. So now this is the thing what I am discussed, and there are many things, right? So we have not covered lots of things here. So this is not possible to cover everything. So there are different types of breaks also, normal praise break, then section break. So lots of things are there. Actually, it's not possible to cover everything. So if you need any further help in MS Word, you can directly contact me. So this is what I want to discuss, and this is basically the things we require to prepare a document. Okay, so with this I would like to conclude my session. Okay, so hopefully this session will be beneficial for you all. I'm able to give you some idea, some new idea about MS Word to you people. Although I know that like everyone is familiar with Microsoft Word, everyone is doing uh, doing using Microsoft Word in your day-to-day life. So hopefully I can give you something, add some knowledge to you. So with this, I would like to conclude this session. And again, before concluding session, I again would like to thank you for joining me in my lectures, and also for joining this 1 week faculty development program on scientific software. Thank you all.